Okay, welcome to the next tutorial looking at building a lamp table. We've got our legs in place, the mortises are cut out, and we've got the frame that we've made down the bottom just to help us align those legs. We can go ahead and get rid of that frame. We don't need it. Okay, so before we make our rails, we needed to make sure that we're drawing them to the right dimensions. So if we use the tape measure tool and we zoom in on the inside of the mortise here, and then the inside of this one, it tells us here that we have 336 millimeters from here to here, 336. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw our rail. Now, I'm going to use the rectangle tool just on the floor here, okay, and we're going to drag it out. So we know the length is 336 and the material that we're using is 19 millimeters thick. Push-pull tool, and we know the width is 90 millimeters, enter. So there's our rail. Okay, next I'm going to cut out the tenons in my rail. To do that, I'm going to zoom in on the end here, and using my line tool, I'm going to come in. Oh, let's start from the middle. I can use my tape measure tool. I'm going to come in 10 millimeters. Okay. From the center, I'm coming out 6, and I'm bringing it back to that 10 millimeter mark. Okay. From the center here, coming out 6, and taking it back to the 10 millimeter mark, then I join those two. Alright, I don't want to remove the inside, I want to remove the outside, so I need lines here as well. Push-pull tool, select, and drag it away. There we go. Okay, repeat that process on the other side. Okay. Find the middle. Well, let's use the tape measure again. Find the middle, measure back 10, enter. From the center, 6 millimeters either side, 6, enter. Take it back to the 10, come across 12. Yep, and I'm just going to drag those out. Okay, push-pull tool, select, and drag it out. Okay, there's my two tenons. Alright, so I'm going to make this a component as well. So first of all, I'll get rid of my measurements. Select, drag and select with the select key. Right mouse click, make component, let's call it a rail. Okay, so now to position these in place, we're going to use the move tool again here, or press M, and I'm going to simply select the corner of the rail of the tenon there, and I'll zoom in and connect where it should be fitting in on the leg. Zoom in and get a good view of it. There we go. Okay, good. So that's in place. Now, as you can see, what I've done there is move that in place without doing a copy. So what I'll need to do now is with move, this time I'm going to grab the rail while it's selected, and I'm going to press Control to make a copy. I'm going to drag a copy out there so I can grab it later. And this time I'll do it again, selecting that point of the tenon, Control, and I'm going to drag it across to this point. There we go. Alright, Next I'm going to move this rail in position, making a copy, M, Control as I drag it. I'm going to have to rotate it. So on top, click, find your green, red axis, bring it around to the green. There we go. And I can move that in place now. M on the keyboard, zooming in, clicking on the end of that tenon, and then zooming in over here, clicking in where it needs to go there. Okay, one to go. This one I will rotate it once again. 90 degrees. Okay, we'll just backtrack there. What have I done? Get that back into where it needs to go. Make sure it's not selected first. Okay, rotate on top of this one. Start with green axis this time. Swing it around to the red, or you can just type in 90 for the angle. Enter. There we go. Alright, now to move this in place, using the move tool, selecting on the end of the tenon, and then in the mortise where it needs to go. Okay, there we go. Our frame for our table has been constructed. Next thing we need to do is build a table. Okay, to do that, using the rectangle tool, I'm going to draw out a table. We're going to make this table, say 435 by 435. Okay. Push-pull. I'm going to drag it up 19 millimeters. Great, there's our tabletop. Let's create a chamfered edge on the bottom. To do that, we use a pencil tool. We'll zoom in here, and let's measure up 8 millimeters. Enter. And then over here, 8 millimeters. Enter. And we join those 2 points. Okay, so that's the angle. It's a 45-degree chamfer along the bottom edge of the tabletop. So now I want to actually cut that all the way around the 4 sides. To do that, if I use the Follow Me tool, okay, and I select on the section that I want to cut away, and then if you have a look down here, it's prompting you what to do next. Drag face to extrude. Okay, so it's basically wanting a path, so it knows where to extrude. So if I move a cursor around the outside perimeter of the table, it will work its way all the way around and cut it out for me. There we go. Okay, it's left a little piece there. Let me see if I can get rid of that. There we go. Okay, so we simply need to place that in position. So I could make a component out of this. It's probably not a bad idea. So let's select it all. Right mouse click, make component. Let's call it top. Okay. So now, now I am going to position that in place. Move tool, we can make a copy or we can just drag the thing in place. Let's just drag it in place. What can we grab? Let's grab that bottom corner. Let's say we want it connected to that bottom corner. Okay, and there we have it. There's our lamp table, chamfered edge, ready to rock and roll. Now, because we have made a component of the leg, if I triple click the leg itself, I can go in and make a change to that leg. And any changes I make to that leg will be reflected in the other 3 legs as well. So that's an opportunity for you to go in and create your own leg design using the edit of the component. There we have our lamp table. Thanks for listening.